Hi, this is Art. As part of starting our academic advising for CTE students this next week, I thought I'd log into everyone's ChemecNet site and see if there's any suggestions I might have. Looking at your site, you are well on the way to being set up for all of this. I might suggest just a general overview at this part in your profile, something about how you might want students to contact you, either by email or by phone. Your biography down here might be something you want to put in about your educational background, work experience, something that's going to tell the student a little more about you. And uploading a photo, I know nobody really likes to do this, but putting a face with a name is it's kind of nice for students, especially their first or second term here. That might be helpful. Appointment preferences, I noticed you already set the scheduling deadline separately, which is great. Appointments, I noticed you have appointments for today, for example, in the afternoon. The only thing I'm going to suggest is that you edit these and include this blue required advising for an appointment type. Once you have this selected, you can select as many of these as you like, but this one, once you have it selected, you meet with the student, you put an end time of the meeting and hit submit. And what happens is the student's given automatic registration permission for next term. So it's an automatic procedure. Any instructions to the student down here, a start and an end date, you might want to put the end of term and winter, and that'll give you office advising hours every Wednesday from 1:30 to 2:30 just till the end of winter term. I'm going to hit never mind here. So you can make those changes on your own. As far as your students, you've probably already looked at this and saw that if you click all my students, you get 3 pages. This is every student that you have contact with this term. As an academic advisor, you have this group. Clicking on individual students, you can find out more about them, information about their placement scores, courses they're taking this term, uh, meetings that they've had with advising and counseling, and meetings that they've had with you will be listed here. Any notes, let's see, they met with Christopher and they met with Paul, I guess is that was Christopher. The student met with Paul Davis, had a phone conversation with the student, so on, transferred to veterans for the VA questions. This is where you'll also be putting in notes if a student just comes in your office. Once a student makes an appointment to meet with you, then you click on that meeting, and that's where you'll add actual notes for that. I'll be coming up with more information later on this week. The next step is to tell these students, yep, I'm ready to meet with you. Send them an email, or actually a to-do, we call it in ChemecNet. And the way you do that is select all the students by clicking on this box. Click on Create To-Do, and this is doing it for multiple students. Select the second template, schedule an appointment with your advisor for required advising. Give the students some time to make that appointment with you. They don't have to put the appointment within this time frame. They just have to make that appointment by, this is 2:14. It'll send them this text in their email. It'll send them a link on the tutorial on how to do that. If you hit save at this point, I'm not going to do it. What happens then is that all of these students are sent an email that has that information in it. You've created a to-do for them. So on your home page, because you've created a to-do, it's going to be listed in your recent changes. I like to set mine for 30 days. And this will be all recent changes for the last 30 days with your students. You'll see all of them listed there with a to-do. As they start to make appointments, this is where the appointments will also show up under recent changes. So let's say, for example, if that Christopher made an appointment, you would see that he made an appointment, you would go up to his to-do, click the down arrow, and resolve that to-do, so he no longer has that on his record of something that he has to do. So this is recent changes. Just at a glance, you can tell if you sent students a to-do and they haven't done it yet, it's up here. Just a nice way of knowing where your students are with making appointments for you. Any questions this week, get a hold of me by email. Looks like you're well on your way to doing a great job with this. Hope you're having a great term. Talk to you soon.